Hello, and welcome to another Nimble video tutorial. So I was pondering exactly how I wanted to present this next video. There's so much volatility around nowadays. It's easy to find yourself being censored, attacked, or canceled. We have volatilities in the stock market with GameStop, BlackBerry, and within social media, we have massive groups of conservatives being banned and canceled from popular platforms. Now, I don't want to get all political, but this behavior begs the question. How big of a company do you have to be to ban 80 million potential customers? A friend of mine reached out to me and expected me to create my own social media platform, and I laughed and I thought to myself, why? So they can cut off my bank accounts and digitally destroy all my work? Now, I know you've heard about Gab, and see, they have had a massive increase in traffic and users, and as a result of the conservative purge, it also comes with increase in attacks and people who support censorship. So out of curiosity, I decided to visit Gab. And I thought, so what if I did create a social media website with Nimble? This video will explore that question. I'm not going to demonstrate how I built all the components. This is my sample social media platform called Gibber. And I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison with the Gab website just for fun. So the first thing I started with, I visited Gab and just checked out the general layout, and I figured I'm going to use a component-based design. The first thing I wanted to do was establish my main layout. Gab is pretty simple. You have 3 columns that I'm going to be injecting data. You have of course, a title bar or a menu bar across the top. I added a news banner that I can also inject content. This was pretty simple to lay out. Everything that I've showed you took about maybe 3 to 4 hours on a Saturday. And like I said, I'm not going to get into how I created the actual components, but I'm just going to, line by line comparison on all of the components that I've built. You'll notice I'll start with the menu. Side menu component, pretty straightforward. A little profile component. We call the header or the main menu across the top. And this site is called the Gibber Social Network for your amusement. An about panel, of course, the content card when people post content, little response or comment card as people start to append new comments to it. The company display. What else do we have? A news article, and of course the ability to post. Of course, I leverage CK Editor for this demonstration. And basically, I just went through Gab, looked at how they laid out their components, and just tried to replicate them. And I didn't, try to make it pixel point accurate. I just wanted to see how easily Nimble could reproduce everything that I was seeing in Gab. And of course, it worked like a charm. Everything laid out perfectly. Now here comes the fun part. I have reimagined and decided to add a little polish to the component builder. The component builder now allows you to build a single component as well as all the components in your project. Nimble will now keep track of all of your components and how they were built, what forms and libraries were used to build them. So at any time you want to rebuild a component or you make a modification to the source dialog, you can rebuild the component and generate the snapshot. I'll call it a snapshot for lack of a better word. Once the component is created, you can now build and ingest it into your final web page. To do that, we need the component factory. This is compiled inside of Nimble. It is the standard interface for ingesting and controlling your own digest cycles inside of a web page. I'm going to show you the source code of basically 7 lines of code to generate a web page. one of which is a loop. So basically, I'm going to set the form, this dialog, to full screen. It'll maximize the entire screen. Once it's complete, I'm just going to load in the side menu, the ability to post. I'm going to push in 10 fake like posts as if someone was posting on my content into the web page. The header, profile, news, and the company information. We're going to build this, and I'm going to let you take a look and see for yourself. Simple interfaces allow me to refactor massive amounts of code into one executable line of code and get really amazing results. We built the web page, start it up in a browser, and I present to you the Gibber Jab social network site. As I said, we've got CK Editor running here. The ability to, of course, scroll through your content. I didn't allow comments to be posted, else they would have pinned inside the social network site. But all the components were digested perfectly into this website as expected. It is responsive and actually running beautifully. I do have a banner ad that I had triggered by this alert button. If you guys play Mech Arena and you see this little robot running around causing havoc, rest assured it's Nimble.js. That's me. So hopefully I'll see you guys if you game anywhere on your Android or Apple device. What if I built a social media website with Nimble.js? It would take me a lot less time than I'm sure everybody else did. The Nimble solution. Thank you for watching.